Good morning. I have been gone for just over a week on vacation, and I did go look at my garden this morning, and I tried to take you along for a tour, but I spent the whole time saying, oh my gosh, I have to weed this, I have to do whatever. So I'm going to try to do a quicker tour that's maybe not 30 minutes long. This is one of 3 plants that suffered while I was gone. You can see even my crepe myrtle got a little bit toasted. And it is on a drip, but I didn't have it dialed in quite right. Sneak preview at the beautiful garden. The hardest hit plant is actually this. I don't know, this one looks like it's gonna come back on this part, but this one I don't know if it'll come back because this is pretty much crispy. This garden is just full of cicada killers. I gotta get the grass out, but I'm liking the zinnias that I'm seeing. We even have a white one coming up, which is nice because I've been trying to grow white ones for a few years now. Everything needs, you know, a good tidy up, a good clean up. This fig, I'm so sad. It was covered in figs when I left, and you can see the fig is actually dropping all of its figs. So I just gave it a really good soak because it was dry on the edges, and I'm hoping that helps. What surprised me the most, actually, this pumpkin. When I left, this pumpkin was maybe to here, but it's now over there and over there. The sweet potato vines, before I left, I had retrained them all in so that they're not going all over the path. I see that that is completely useless now. I think this whole thing needs a big archway trellis to grow stuff up. I'm seeing a little bit of evidence of some leaf miners. I'm pretty sure that's leaf miners. But otherwise, I mean, I can see damage from heat. Some crispy edges here. I can see that this is sun scald. It's just not, it's just too hot. But it hasn't dropped its limes. So these will be my first 2 improved Meyer lemons. I keep calling them limes because they're green and I know they're not ripe yet, but I'm just so excited about them. Everything looks like we just needed to, you know, I needed the flowers to be harvested, but they didn't get harvested. So if that's my biggest problem, we're in good shape. This is looking good. Ooh, mealybugs. For sure that's mealybugs everywhere. But my blackberries are coming along great. Looks like my friend came over and picked them. I have a good friend who is learning to garden with me, and she very kindly agreed to come over and harvest for me. That's looking good. Looks like we're gonna be able to pick a bouquet of flowers. Always a good thing. It's all just looking good. The strawberries are definitely much happier since I've mulched them thickly with just some pine straw. And before I was losing like 2 or 3 a week, and this is looking a lot better. Looks a lot happier. Oh, we still got a lot of cleaning to do in here. This is good news. So this is some new growth right here. And usually this would just be covered in ants and leaf hoppers. Now I still have a leaf hopper I can see one over here. I don't know if I'll be able to get them on camera. They usually fly away. See, those are leaf hoppers. They go to the opposite side and they just suck the sap out of your plant and kill it. But I put out my special wasps and their numbers seem to be greatly reduced because previously this whole thing, at least 10 of them would have been on just this little section that's about the same length as my hand. So that's good news, significant reduction. The grapes aren't seeming to grow in size. That's basically the same size they were when I left. But the fact that they haven't died with the crazy heat, I'm gonna take that as a win. You can see more cicada killer burrows. Everything needs a good weeding. We've got a bunch of watermelons coming on. I've tied them up even with more support, just higher, a little bit higher. I'm hoping that it's enough. If not, you know, we're gonna live and learn. For sure, I need to get in here and get the grass and stuff out. Oh, beautiful. Yes, a dragonfly. love dragonflies. They eat your mosquito larvae. Don't want to freak them out, so we're going to give them some space. But I need to get all this weeded. It's just going crazy. And for sure, I can see damage signs from tomato hornworm over in this area. So we're going to be going through that with a fine-tooth comb just as soon as I have a few minutes. Wow. This is really coming along. The pears are looking pretty happy. I'm going to need to get the tree watered some more because it's still dropping fruit. And it just has signs of distress. So we need to get it some good water. Tons of beautiful gladioli. Now I wish these had been harvested. They were not harvested. So you can see we've got these dead ones in the bottom. So we're gonna come through and try to clean that up. The most exciting news though is look, 2 cantaloupe. 1, 2. Previous to this, no cantaloupe had set before I left. Realistically, I don't think I'm gonna get any corn. Now I know it looks like I have corn and tassels and all that, and it looks beautiful, but it's been over 100 degrees for so long that it makes the pollen sterile, so that even when it's trying to pollinate, I don't think we're gonna get much of anything. Still, I'm counting this as a win because I've never successfully even had corn come up this tall. It's only ever gotten to my knees before, so this is a significant improvement. I can't control the temperature, but I think I did a better job of spacing and planting and just being consistent with the water and giving it the nutrients it needs. This is the crazy cucumber. Now I went through this pretty thoroughly this morning and I saw some young baby ones on the ground over here, but none of them are ready to pick, which is great because I still have a ton of them inside. But I think it's just looking great. I'm really pleased. I cannot believe, watch where you're walking. I cannot believe that I was gone for a whole week and it's looking this happy. And no one else supplemental watered, no one took care of the water. Holy tamale, look at that basil. That basil. Oh, sorry, cicada killer, I am not available. Please move so I can walk. Thank you. Look at this basil. That basil, that's crazy. We're gonna need to come out here and prune him. All right, we got a ton of work. We're not gonna get to it today or tomorrow. Maybe in 3 days we'll get there, but I'll show you why. This whole area used to be a garage door, and it is really, really poorly done by the previous owner. Okay, so I'm fixing the video because I spent 5 minutes telling you that this whole wall was rotten and that I was getting ready for demo. Used to be a garage door, but I had my construction crew demo it, and that's what I had to get ready for. The exciting part is there's some French doors here. There's gonna be another set here, some brick in the middle, and then some French doors there. And it will be acting as a mini greenhouse for me over the winter, for me to overwinter my citrus and my non-cold hardy trees. So that's pretty much it. Pretty excited.